Fundamentally Transforming America segment of the Bottom Line Show today. I'm Roger Marsh, and I want to conclude today's program with a note from a Bottom Line listener, Doug Kelkner, sent this to me from Chula Vista. Doug, thanks for writing this out. With regard to the UC Berkeley issue, and now what we're finding in Portland, he wrote, the University of California, Berkeley's campus and the UC system has proven itself incapable of protecting what is undisputedly the most sacred among our constitutionally guaranteed rights, the right of free speech, as articulated in the First Amendment of our Bill of Rights. We know that this is a fact based on objective evidence. We have witnessed on repeated occasions invited and contractually bound speakers having been turned away and refused entry. These speakers' conservative views are not only unwelcomed, they're not permitted to be heard in these protected bastions of leftist progressive thought. Now, one might say the speaker's views are not tolerated. Doesn't this make the left intolerant? And he adds, what about that sporty coexist bumper sticker? Well, ask yourself, what is the left afraid of? Are they afraid that young minds might hear something that could raise doubts about leftist theology and indoctrination being preached at them from the professor's podium? Now, here's the part that I find extremely telling, Doug writes. Janet Napolitano, the very woman Barack Obama nominated to lead the Department of Homeland Security in their mission to protect the homeland, has been and remains the president of the University of California for 4 years now. Napolitano is the woman who put veterans and patriots on national watch list as potential threats to national security during her tenure at the DHS. This woman, with her vast knowledge of the collective national, state, and local security apparatus, has proven incapable of protecting our most fundamental right in the UC system, that she, in fact, leads. The woman who was the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. Wow! As a former cabinet member and the current president of California's UC system that receives federal and state funding, she has continuous access to local, state, and federal authorities to ensure freedom of speech is protected by securing the venue of the speaker. She may not agree with, quote-unquote, the speech, but she has an obligation to protect it. The reality is, she and her fellow leftists do not want your nation's students to be exposed to speech that can crush their foolhardy leftist propaganda, Doug writes. If the Berkeley population has turned so anti-Constitution, perhaps it's time to call in the National Guard. There is a precedent.